Now, the issue of governance should concern everyone, hence the constant question as to what the government is doing to improving the lots of the people. Now, in Abia State, the job of the opposition is well cut out for them as they hold government accountable through constructive criticisms, we are meant to believe, thereby ensuring that government does the right thing at all times. Well, on the platform this morning, we'll look at how Abia State government is handling issues, especially where it affects security and other critical areas of governance in the state from the perspective of the opposition. Welcome. This is the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. My name is Ginika Aloha. Welcome. Well, my guest will be joining me virtually this morning, and he is a chieftain of the Progressives Congress here in Abia State, Chief Ofokore. He joins me virtually this morning. Good morning, Chief. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Good morning, Ginika. Thanks so much. How are you?
I'm doing very well. And you?
I'm good. All
right. Welcome. Now, I think we should start by looking at the November 2nd local government election, which has come and gone in the state. Your party, the All Progressives Congress, did actually not participate in that election. Why?
Oh, good morning, audience. Good morning, my listeners. First, I will discuss the local government election, how the local government election was conducted in the state. On the local government election, Ginika, I can tell you, APSEC did not really conduct the election as expected by Abians. The electoral body, I'm talking about the APSEC, people expected so much from them, did not carry out the election as speculated and clearly stated in the Electoral Act as amended. You know, people in the state expected so much from APSEC that they will not do business as usual because of the governor that is in power. His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti comes from the opposition and understands how it works. But APSEC, really didn't impress us during the conduct the last concluded local government election. People in the state had so much confidence in APSEC to conduct free, fair, and credible elections. But we disappointed beyond their expectations. And this is not what we expected from APSEC, because APSEC was supposed to be an independent electoral organ. You know, while people in Abia, thought APSEC would conduct the elections fairly fair, other than what have been obtainable in the state. But what we saw was all just what has always been obtainable in the state.
Okay, so when you say... Yeah, hold on. Before we get to your party, when you talk about APSEC not doing what the people actually expected, before the election and even during the conduct of that election, what areas are you talking about? Because I understand that IPAC, which is the umbrella body of all political parties, they've actually come out to applaud APSEC in the conduct of that election. They gave APSEC a pass mark that they did very well. So when you say that APSEC did not conduct, the election the way people expected, what exactly are you talking about?
Well, actually, people with their different opinion. IPAC came out, the chairman, who is my very good friend, I saw it on news and I read it also, coming to say that the election was conducted, very well in the state. That is his own opinion. He was not moving around the state to see what was happening. Maybe he was talking, based on what happened in his locality. That is the Umaria Agris of the state. You see, what I mean by APSEC did not carry out the elections as expected is one. Through the publicity they gave us and the confidence, that they gave to the citizens of Abia State, that the election that was conducted was going to be purely an election, not a selection. That is what has always been obtainable in the state. And they promised us that they were going to follow the electoral guidelines as amended, the Electoral Act as amended. But they did not follow them as speculated in the Act. For example, there was a lot of publicity and the expectation of the citizens were high that election materials will arrive the polling unit at exactly 8 a.m. My beloved brother, in my own unit, in Mozambo Ihechawa, Aruchuku local government, election materials did not come until some minutes past 12 p.m.
Okay, but it came.
And some of the areas.
But they came, right? Yes, I'm with you. I'm asking.
Yeah. Actually, they came.
Okay, and
actually they came.
And people came out to participate.
People came out to participate. People came out to participate. But some areas, because I personally, as a spokesman of my own party, personally drove around my own village. Some of the polling units, they came around after too. When people were still voting, they said there was no electoral material again. But how be it, it is better than what we used to see before, where you will not even see electoral material to vote. So people expected more from APSEC to do, better than what previous governments used to do. What surprised us in these elections is that the opposition, some of the opposition parties, won election in the just concluded local government election. However they did it, that means they must have, worked hard to win that election.
Okay.
So it is different from where we have the government in power, wiping all the localities, wiping all the local governments, and sometimes you don't even see election material, and the area will be, announced, the polling unit and the local government will be announced, based on the information or what has been written down by APSEC when election was not even conducted. So the different aspect of it is that we have a Zenith Labour Party, which is different from the platform of the sitting governor, His Excellency Dr. Alex Soti winning election. We have YPP winning election in 2 local governments. That shows that they did something different. However they did it, but there was something different that other political parties were able to win election. So I wonder why the governor's party did not win the election. But how be it, I don't want to go deep into that. But that is the only different things. I saw that APSEC did other local political party winning election, even in the ward level. So that is the only different thing they did.
So if you have actually acknowledged the fact that there was a kind of shift from what it used to be, where you actually cited the instance of YPP winning some local governments, ZLP winning about 15 and all that. So if that's the case...
Sorry, there was a clause there. I said, however they did it.
Whatever.
They did it.
That's what we have right now. The mandate given to APSEC is to declare whoever that won. So these people, these political parties, as we have them today, are the ones declared by APSEC and everybody accepted, going by the law. So if actually you've acknowledged that APSEC did something, different from the old order, so why are you now saying that the expectations of Abians were not met during that election?
Yeah, like I said, the expectation of Abians were not made during that election in that one. Like I said, some material arrived at the polling unit some minutes after 12 p.m. Other than what APSEC told the citizen that by 8 a.m. all the electoral material and the result sheets are in the polling unit. But that was not the case. Some people in my polling unit, people came out around 8 a.m. to come and vote, but I bet you that before 11 a.m. people were so frustrated, were so tired, and they left. When they left, people that came out to vote were not up to 50. I have to tell you the truth. But when the results came out, I don't know how APSEC managed to, give us the figure that we had in my unit. But the different thing they did was that some of during the previous government, election material will not even be seen But this one, you were able to see the election material. So that is the only different thing they did.
Okay, so
the aspect of how it has always been done, they did what they know better. But I can assure you that it will not be business as usual again very soon. So, the APSEC need to sit up to make sure that they build and get that confidence again in the citizens.
Okay, so Chief, you will agree with me that these same concerns you're raising here, most Nigerians have raised same against INEC. Take for instance, the Edo governorship election that was conducted, your party won in Edo. They just concluded the Ondo governorship election. Your party won. So many people raised this concern that they didn't, INEC did not do a good job and all that due to this logistics challenge that they had. And that same thing played out when APSEC conducted this election. Would you now say because your party actually, maybe you did not participate, but you won in Ondo and the Edo State, that INEC did not do a good job?
Unica, like I said before, INEC did a good job in Ondo and Edo election.
Why?
I was one of the people that monitored the election, especially the one of Edo State.
And you know that some people will not agree with you with this position.
Well, some people, like you said, some people, but people that were in the field will believe with me, will see with me, will understand with me that INEC carried out a free, fair, and credible election in Edo State. Is it
because your party won?
I'm telling you, as a honest man, not as a party man. You know, I criticize. I'm not that kind of a spokesman that criticizes blindly. I'm not that kind of spokesman that speaks even when your party is doing wrong. No. But I can tell you that what happened in Edo on Ondo State was the will of the people. The people voted. I mean, from the area I covered, what I saw, I give kudos to INEC. They did well. If APSEC, the local organizing electoral body, can imitate from the good aspect of INEC, I don't think we will be having electoral crisis in the state, especially the one conducted by the local electoral body. So INEC did well in Ondo and Edo State. I can beat my chest to tell you that they did well.
Okay, we can understand. After all, your party won. So if you say that INEC did well, we will understand.
Sorry, it's not about my party winning the election. But I'm a very honest man.
No, Chief, hold on. I'm sure you must have heard, the positions of other political parties that participated both in Edo and Ondo governorship election. And of course, you know that their positions, seem not to tally with what you're telling us now.
Well, let me use Edo State as a case study. The former governor of Edo State didn't perform very well. He didn't do what people like. He didn't govern the state well. People were crying for a change in the battle of leadership. People were crying for a total change in the governance of the state. So what happened in Edo was the will of the people. Yes, other opposition parties, like we were in the opposition in Edo State, other parties that also participated in that election, yes, we're saying that, INEC was doing in favor of one party and not in favor of other parties. But we have a sitting governor that has everything, if he had done well, to win election for his party. I tell you, I was there. Like I said, I was part of the monitoring team, independent monitoring team in Edo's election. What I saw showed me that the people really needed change in Edo State. So what happened in Edo State was totally the will of the people of Edo State.
Okay.
So there was nothing. I can tell you that INEC didn't do anything wrong. Go through the polling unit results. You will see that because if you can get the polling unit result from any of the opposition party agents, you will discover that what INEC announced tallies with what they had from the polling unit. So where did the INEC go wrong there?
Okay.
It's not like other local elections where, like, I use my own polling unit as a case study. You know, like I said, I wonder where APSEC manipulated what they wrote in my own polling unit. Because what we had, people that came out to vote did not tally with what they showed me. So how be it? Like I said, the only aspects that APSEC did well was they came to the polling unit. In other previous governments, you won't even see APSEC workers. You won't see the electoral officers coming to the polling unit. What you will just see is the result. But I can tell you in no this instance, people will be very happy to participate in local government elections.
Okay, so Chief, tell us, all these things you just reeled out now, was it the reason your party stayed away from that November 2nd local government election? Because I understand that you said you were not going to participate. You did not give any reason. So what happened?
Thank you very much, Ginika. You know, as a foundation member of the party in the state, I, Honorable Chief of Korea, have held positions in the party. I've been the assistant publicity secretary. I've been the auditor. I've been in different committees, screening committees. I've been in so much committees, and I have helped in the building of APC in Abia State. I am part of the foundation member of APC. I was in the formation stage of APC in Abia State. You know, my party, that lack of confidence, like I said before, in APSEC, was part of the reason that they never wanted to participate in the elections. Then the fractional leadership of Kingsley Ononobu was so fast to go and announce, with no reason, without consulting the major stakeholders, the party leaders, that the APC will not participate in that election. We were so surprised to hear it on news. We were not consulted. People like us didn't even know. A lot of people called me that they want to buy from. You know, I can tell you the truth, my dear brother, we still have problem in the party. Anybody, or APC, although APC, like I said, APC is one. But within us, within the circle of the party, you can't tell me, I will tell everybody the truth, that the present leadership, fractional leadership of Kingsley Ononobu, who happens to take instruction from only one man, who he believes put him there as the party chairman, and who he is loyal to, will just go take decision without consulting party leaders. That is the problem we keep having in other APC.
When you say factional leader or factional chairman of APC, do you still have factions in APC?
Ginika, the truth of the matter is that I want to open up to you that during the last congresses in Abia, I know a lot of people didn't hear this. We had a congress conducted at Umuahia Sports Stadium, and we have a conducted and supervised by High Chief Ikechi Menike at Chidebere Park. The one that was conducted at Umuahia Sports Stadium was the one that metamorphosed from the former chairman of our party, Honorable Chief Donatus Wankpa. He was the chairman of the party there. We conducted an election from the local government. The local government chairman, like I said, have the certified true copy of their election victory that was given to them by INEC. INEC supervised the whole congresses in the world and local government. There we produce our brother, Honorable Acho Obioma, as the chairman, who later left for Labour Party. We can't leave the place vacant. The vice person, the vice chairman, then the deputy chairman, in the person of Golden Wamba, took over the affairs of the party to make sure that the party was positioned to win elections in the state. This is the party that has the grassroots of all members of the party. This is the section that has, when we are talking about the grassroots members of APC, non-members of APC, that can go and where you know that we have APC, these are the people that are APC, not those that just claim APC because somebody fixed them in a position that they never anticipated being there. This lack of grassroots confidence is what made Kingsley Ononobu to go on air to announce that APC will not participate in that election.
So, what you are really, Chief, hold on. So, what you are saying is that during that November 2nd local government election, your party stakeholders were not aware of the announcement made by the chairman of your party. Is that what you're saying?
They're the factional chairman of my party.
Okay.
Yeah, the truth of the matter, like I said before, leaders were not consulted. Was there any place where you heard or saw leaders meeting, or was there any circular that came that leaders should make to take a decision that we are not going to participate in this election? Unica, let me tell you, see, leaders are different from leaders. There are some people you just, you come together to drink champagne and you call them leaders of the party. What has been their contribution in the party?
Chief, when you talk about
Unica,
factions,
let me tell you, you know those are the leaders of APC in Abia State.
I don't really know. I'm not a member of your party.
Mention their name.
I mean, I'm not a member of your party, so I don't know exactly who are those people you're talking about.
If you want me to mention their names, one after the other, but because of time, I won't be able to mention names. Okay, if you talk about me to mention just few, somebody like Nyere Ranyim is a foundation member of the party and still the leader of this party, and he was the first governorship candidate of this party. Have such a person ever been called for a meeting in the party? Have Dr. Chechukwu Samson ever been called for a meeting in the party by an Ononobu faction? Somebody have Stanley Hajuruka involved? Was he consulted? Was distinguished Senator Nkechi Nwagu consulted?
Okay, so Chief, hold on a bit. So if all these people you're calling are in one group and Ononobu you're talking about, you said, according to you, you said he's a factional chairman. I mean, if all those people are in different groups, why didn't the other group, the other faction, according to you, why didn't they issue a counter maybe announcement saying that they were going to participate in the November 2nd local government election? Why did everybody go to sleep? I mean, we didn't hear much from your party, and that election came and gone. No statement issued whatsoever from your APC.
You see, Unica, I did that. It was on air. Maybe it didn't pass through your station. You know, I always, my information always do pass through your station. I did that. But because of this fear that was instilled in people that are party, supposed party aspirants, this fear. So to go and purchase form, they will not afraid to go and purchase form, to stand for the election. Because of the fear Ononobu has already instilled in them. This singular announcement Ononobu did took the party 30 times backward. Just that single announcement. That people, if not that I am trying now to build the confidence of the party in the life, and soul of the people. That singular announcement. This is the first time APC never participated in a local government election in the state. Okay. When our chairman, the best chairman ever produced by APC, Honorable Chief Donatus Nwankpa, was in the affair as the leadership, as the chairman of APC. I was the state auditor then. Chief Donatus Nwankpa, as a foundation member and the foundation chairman of APC, made sure that APC participated in all local conducted elections. And that is where he used to sell the party, and you saw people coming into the party because they saw the truth.
Okay.
They saw the confidence in the leadership of Donatus Nwankpa. They saw a leader in the person of Donatus Nwankpa. People were able to troop into the party,
Chief,
to come and stand for election.
Just hold on.
So participating was a part of exposing the party to the general public, that we can have a party that is honest, that has the confidence of the people,
Okay. Okay.
At heart. And that was APC. And that was what
Chief
was driving us.
We'll take a breather now. Just hold on, Chief. Chief, can you hear me?
Being on air.
Okay, just hold on.
People the confidence.
Chief Ofokori, just hold on a bit. Let's take a breather now. When we come back, we'll look at other issues. This particular program is not for APC and the crisis. Maybe we can look at it stylishly, but then again, we are looking at issue of governance in the state and the part the APC, the All Progressive Congress, supposed to be playing as the opposition. That's our major concern on today's edition of the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. Let's take a breather now. When we come back, the show continues. Stay with us. All right, so welcome back to the program. It's still the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion, and we are looking at the issue of governance in the state from the perspective of the opposition. And my guest is an APC chieftain here in Abia State, Chief Ofokori. Welcome back to the program, Chief. Now let's look at.
Thank you very much, Ginika.
All right. Now let's look at another issue that is affecting us here in the state, and that's the issue of insecurity. I'm sure you've heard that the state has been experiencing some pockets of violent crimes here and there and all that. We saw another opposition party in the state. I mean, precisely the People's Democratic Party. They've issued a statement calling on the state government to address the rising insecurity in the state right now. But up to this moment, we've not heard anything about from the APC, I mean, your own party. What's going on? Is it that you're comfortable with the way government will eventually tackle the issue of insecurity, or you're not just bothered about insecurity in the state?
Thank you very much, Ginika. You see, when I heard the press release of the other opposition party, well, when we are talking about security in the state is every man's business. Each and every citizen of the state, I'm talking about Abia State, should always be security conscious. That is one thing we must know. Abia State is not the only state we have a insecurity problem or insecurity challenges. We have some other states that even have worse insecurity situations than my state, Abia State. But how do we manage it? The most important aspect is how the government manages the security. I won't really, like I said, I'm not the kind of spokesman that you criticize the governor when he's doing right. You also criticize him when he's doing wrong. At least you have to see the other good aspects of the governor. Because that aspect of it is where the opposition must hit on, and that is where I know APC will use to win election in the forthcoming governorship election. Abia State, I must tell you the truth, Ginika, my own brother. Yes, Abia State, President Abia State government is not doing so bad in the security of life and properties of the citizens of the state. I can tell you that compared to what is happening in other states. This area is an area that, I believe that the governor is really trying. But there are some areas the governor should also work in. We've heard of him, giving patrol vehicle to security agencies. That is where you expect, and that is what you expect a governor or government that have the interests of the citizens at heart to do, to make sure that the citizens and their properties are protected. Whatever cost it takes, because that is why we have the security votes running and being approved by the State House of Assembly. As an opposition, these are the areas that we discover that if the governor can work on it, it will also, because all of us are citizens of the state, not minding the party we belong to. If the state goes down, it is all of us that will go down. If the state goes up, it's all of us that will go up. So, this is the area as an opposition we feel that the present state governor or government, the present government in power should work on. If they can dismantle all the known hideouts and meeting points, I'm talking about the red flag areas, which is also known. Like what they did at Umunochi the other time, dismantling where we feel that kidnapping was going on and where people, were being kidnapped and kept there. It was a welcome development that shows that That is why you didn't see us criticize it, because the governor did well, because he knew that if such thing, which was a major red flag area in the state, was discovered and dismantled, that area, that particular area, will have peace. You know, the government, the present government in power, should not spare anybody who is known or being suspected to be a security threat to the state, no matter how highly placed or political affiliation, the political party he belongs to. These are the areas, if you only the governor will really look into it, you know, by not, you know, taking it kindly with anybody that has link with any criminality in the state, you know, making sure that these people are brought to book. Because it's not, you can't expect the government to be everywhere. The governor, the chief security officer cannot be everywhere in our locality. He cannot be in my village and be in your village at the same time.
Okay.
You know, so in that area, you know, we also believe that, you know, this area I'm talking about is the area we are criticizing the governor on. You know, providing law enforcement agencies with enough security patrol vehicles, you know, to move around the local government areas, not only patrolling in the state capital. You know, where these things are happening is in the local government, the locality, where we don't have much police posts. What is the governor doing about that? As the opposition that we are, these are the areas we feel that the governor can work on. You know, if you go down to the grassroots, these are where those crimes are being committed. These are where they are formed. These are where they organize themselves to come up to the public, you know, to come up to the capital and every known area to come and cause havoc. You know, liaising with our local chiefs, that is most important. If the government can liaise with our local chiefs and hold them responsible for any security breach in their areas of authority, that is why they are our local chiefs. That is why they gave them that mantle of leadership, to make sure that they report anybody that is suspected to be a criminal to the law enforcement agents. You don't need to make it open. You can easily walk down to the law enforcement agency's office, you know, meet the DPO or anybody that is in charge of that area, you know, and drop your information. And you there is no how they won't work on the information. The governor, as the chief security officer, should pay more attention to our locally located points of the security agency. For example, in my local government, Aruchukwu, I'm talking about Aruchukwu local government. We don't have, you know, functional patrol vehicles in that area. In the whole of my village, the whole of my clan, I'm talking about Ihichawa as a clan. We don't have a single police post in Ihichawa.
Okay. Okay, you know, I think you've actually.
If the governor can look into these areas, you know, meet with the police authorities, you know, and make sure that these kind of things are provided in the local area. You know, most of these security challenges we have will cut off. You know, also provision of welfare to these security personnel, because you won't expect somebody who have not eaten, you know, to go out and start chasing criminals. So if the governor can also help in making sure that he takes their welfare as a priority, because he is, as long as I know, as far as I know, the governor, His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti, is the #1 citizen, and he is the chief security officer of the state. So if he can also liaise with the authority of the police, the army, the navy, the civil defense, and other sister security agencies, you know, to also look at their welfare, which I know he's doing, it will also improve, you know, the security, you know, challenges.
Okay, I think we should leave the issue of insecurity.
Ginika, please, I want to let you
quickly
know
so that we can look at other areas and open the phone lines.
Is that?
I say quickly so that we can open the phone lines.
The citizens also have some roles to play by reporting every suspected criminal to the law enforcement agency. You know, there are some people you will see, they know who is a criminal in their village. In their own village, their brother can be a criminal, causing havoc in the locality. But they won't report it. How do you expect the governor to know that to know that we have a criminal in a family that is causing trade and, you know, causing this havoc in the state? Because there is no how the citizen will not know them. They will know them. So I'm also begging on the citizens of Abia State. Don't believe that the governor have the eye or the security agency have eyes everywhere to go and know who is a criminal. When you discover that somebody is a threat to the community, is a threat to the state, please do well to report to the security agency. Okay. It will help us a lot, and we will help this peaceful state of Abia the way we have always been.
Okay, I think it's time for us to actually open the phone lines so that our listener can actually be part of this discussion. The numbers to call are 08081826949 or 0811-605-2949. You can also drop your SMS on 09065108289. This is the platform, the pinnacle of all discussion. And my guest is the APC Chieftain Chief of Fokore. He has said a whole lot as regards the issue of governance and the state. It's time for you to be part of this discussion. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Gineka.
Good morning, welcome.
Thank you, Chief of Fokore. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
What I have to say concerning insecurity in Abia is that we cannot talk about. My name is Mr. Chijoke from Benderuj.
Your name is what?
We cannot talk about insecurity without saying that security is every man's business. As far as security is concerned, it's a business of everybody. When you see something, say something. And we should not use it also to play politics. Because now what we are saying also is that we had somebody who made a comment that they are going to form deadly opposition. And we are asking ourselves now, what is the essence of that deadly opposition with what we are witnessing in Abia? And their opposition, the same people that said this are in opposition. And they said that they are going to form deadly opposition. And since then, other people have not rest. So we are calling on security agents to call on these people that said this and ask them questions. What really happened? Because when you mention a deadly something, it means a lot of things.
Okay, thank you so much,
Chijoke. Secured.
Thank you.
These people are called to order.
Okay, thank you so much, Chijoke, for your contribution. 08081826949 or 0811-605-2949. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
My name is Dr. Sandy Carlo Emerson. You see, representing from Italy and Russia. You see, in regard to this insecurity that we are talking about in Abia State, you see, Abia State belongs to all of us. And I think that what we need now is solution. The security agencies, both the army, both the civil defense, both police, all of them together synergize. Make sure that they stop this, or maybe bring it down to a maximum level. Because if they all keep quiet, that means this electoral season we are going nowhere. And for the opposition, I think that comment by Deadly is uncalled for. I think everybody, both the opposition, both the government and power, look into it and see that there is peace in Abia State. And the opposition, they should mind how they use their words or their language so that there will be peace in this state. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stanley from Ohafia, for your contribution there. 08081826949 or 0811-605-2949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Gineka.
Good morning, welcome.
What's the name of our guest? Good morning, sir.
Chief Ofokore is his name. Go ahead.
Chief, good morning, Chief Ofokore. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
Who say man knows the name? I'm calling trouble mine. Please, I want to thank you for all that you've said concerning the state. Number one, Abia State belongs to all of us. Aboki Manama Masariki Masanda. We are all from Abia. So I want to thank you for where by this government of it, and encourage the ones that are making that is getting it, they are getting it right. Let me dwell on the issue of security. You know, it's happening here, and people, many of them, I mean the government in power now are publicizing it. One of the callers said something about arresting people that mentioned about daily opposition. Being daily has too many meanings, has too many definitions of daily. The other one is completely, the other one is extremely. The person has not defined what he or she means by daily opposition. All of us are supposed to join it. I don't know, Guinea, I don't know whether our governor is at home now. I heard that he's in the US giving lectures. I don't know whether he has come back.
Well, I don't know. I don't work in the office of the governor. Just wrap up so that another other
Okay.
people, yeah.
These are the things that we are saying. If you are going to honeymoon, most places safe in Umaya to understand. I'm a London medic on daily basis. I'm a London medic. I'm a phone everywhere. So if present everybody, it's supposed security is supposed to be a collective responsibility. If we that are contributing our own is saying,
thank you.
Federal little one is to be making sure that the government here avoid. It shouldn't be something that we try to cap the everybody that oppose whatever thing that you're saying. The security should be on government and government should rise up to the occasion. Make sure you can even visit the previous administrations what they did, not promoters of
thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Hussein Manode, for your contribution there. Let's take another call now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
That is Jekam or Jekam. I want to greet my brother there, a fellow member of the cabinet member. He has spoken very well. All I know, in Umuzombo, we voted very well. Coming to security, insecurity we're talking, is the concern for everybody. Nobody is isolated in the fight of this insecurity. I think we should bend down, go back to the local chiefs and the majesties against it. They know these people. They will have to stop this insecurity. Great, my brother there, before focus. This is thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Let's go back to our Facebook page. Elvis P said, good morning. You're watching from Umuahia here. He said, majority of Abians can boldly say the just concluded election can be compared to what we've been witnessing under previous administration. Otis administration is not there yet, but I believe we are heading towards the right direction. God bless Abia State. Thank you so much, Elvis P. Peter Carlos said, Chief of Four, were you in the village when the election was conducted? That's a question. Honorable Igwe Kennedy also saying good morning. He said, I think it's time for people to know that politicians are all the same. Okay, they rig and then their rigging is in their blood. So the local government election went as usual. Well, that's your opinion. Thank you so much. Let's take another call before we return to Chief of Okore. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Calling from Umar. I don't subscribe idea of tagging security to position. Security is done with intelligence. There are experts trained, hired, paid doing that work. Because if you wake up tagging into position, does that mean before 29th of May 2023 that you are in no position and we are having such insecurity, farmers harassed, running left and right? So I will be asking the same question when you were in no position before coming to power. The answer is no. That is why it's evidence and intelligence. If you are making it opposition, you are opening room for unidentified criminals to hide under that guard because they believe your intelligence has failed.
Okay,
that's what
thank you.
Problem in Imo State.
All right, thank you so much, Ikechukwu, for your contribution there. Chief of Okore, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so I'm sure you heard some of the submissions made by our callers. Some people, like one of the people that actually dropped their comment, somebody was asking if you were in the village when the local government election was conducted.
Is that a question? How will a big man like me not be in my village to vote, to exercise my franchise?
Well, that was the question he asked.
I'm a leader of my party. I'm a chieftain of my party, and you don't expect me to be in my village to carry out my legitimate franchise. Yeah, it's not possible. I have to be in the village to boost that confidence. I'm a grassrooter. We control the grassroots politics. So how will you give the people the confidence to go and vote give them the confidence that their party is still very strong and reliable. You must be there. So I was in my village. I was in my house, and I went to my polling unit.
Okay, and you heard some of the callers talking about opposition being involved in the insecurity issues we're having in the state. Do you believe that? What's your reaction?
No. I will always be honest in everything I do. Like I said, security is every man's business. The opposition, when we are talking about opposition parties are made up of human beings. It was a general statement. Anybody that doesn't support the governor is an opposition. Like we, I'm not in the same political party with His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti. You know, I am an opposition. But you cannot tell me that I am the cause of insecurity in the state. You know, that statement was a general statement that was not supposed to be made. Maybe let's believe that the statement was made in error. But opposition, opposition it's a general name, you know, because everybody that is not in the same political party with the governor is an opposition, and you don't expect everybody to have the same security, to have the security mindset. We have our own individual security mindset. So I just want to believe it was a general language from the government, which I can't draw more on that, because it's a collective. Opposition is a collective now. It is a collective, language that the governor used.
Okay.
So I don't need to draw more on that, because he didn't mention them. He just said opposition. So who are the opposition? The opposition party or what? So he said open. That is why we didn't react on it.
Okay, so let's see if we can take some other calls now. 08081826949 or 0811605299. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I can hear you very well.
Hello.
Okay. Maybe you call us back 08081826949 or 0811605299. You can also drop your SMS on 09065108289. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, good morning. Welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome. This is the platform.
Hello?
Okay, I think we're having issues with the network there.
Yeah,
but Chief,
that's what I feel so.
Okay. So, Chief, we are gradually winding down on the show. In other areas, apart from the security issues we are having here in the state, you think the governor has done well in other areas of governance?
Like I said, I'm not the kind of opposition that will not tell the governor where he's doing wrong and where he's doing right. The governor is doing well in infrastructure. The infrastructure provision in the state is now better than whatever we used to see. If other previous governors were doing exactly what Alex Oti is doing now, Abia would have been a better place to stay. But I want to believe that when APC takes over by 2027, we'll do more. We'll draw more on the infrastructure to also expand, it to other localities. He's doing well in power sector. The power sector is improving gradually, like what we have in Abia, and other areas of the state. The governor is doing well in the power sector. He's doing well in the educational sector. Yes, he's doing well. You see, the governor has reintroduced the free education policy as was first established by His Excellency Dr. Ojius Okalo when he was the governor of Abia State from 1999. So I like what the governor is doing. But what I would advise the governor to also do is to also think of improving the welfare of teachers and the pupils in most of our primary school. Trying to build, I can encourage him, if he can build perimeter fence, around most of the primary school and secondary school within the state and local government. It will also help in improving the educational sector of our state. I can also beg the governor to talk to the commissioner for education to set up a special task force to monitor the activities of teachers in some of these primary schools. There are some primary schools that you go, when you go there, you don't believe what you see. You know, sometimes the teachers will be sleeping, and the children will just be running around. That is why you see some parents take their children to private school. But it wasn't like that in our days. We prefer to go to public schools rather than going to a private school, which is somebody's business. You know, the public school was giving us what we needed. So where the governor is not doing well, I will tell you the governor is not really doing well in the health sector. The health sector is giving me major concern. I've been talking much on the health sector. You know, if the governor can improve, the present government in power can improve in the health sector, the local health centers are highly dilapidated. The infrastructures are eyesores. Most of the health centers don't have drugs. They don't even have lights. I'm talking about even solar light. You go to some of the health centers in the night, you will discover that they use lanterns. Some of them use candle lights. You know, so if the commissioner for health can go make a statewide tour to ascertain, you know, how the working structure of this health center and report them to the governor, because the governor cannot be everywhere.
All right. I think we just have to go now. We have to go now, Chief Afokori. Let me sincerely thank you. The APC chieftain here in Abia State, Chief Okori. Thank you so much for your insight this morning on the platform. I do really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ginika. God bless you. God bless you. And bless Abia State.
All right. Thank you so much. Well,